Hello everybody! Today we're going to unbox and take a close-up look at the Nike Air Jordan 6 Retro Low PSG. So let's first take a look around the outside of the box. So in this box is a pair of Nike Air Jordan 6 Retro Low Cross PSG basketball shoes, and this pair is in the men's UK size 9, USA size 10, European size 44, Brazil size 42, 28 centimeters. It's also in a women's USA size 11.5, and this pair is in the light bone, iron grey, white, magma colourway. And now let's go ahead and open up the box by flipping up the box lid. And of course it lifts off completely. And just setting the box to the side for now and giving you a look directly inside of the box. And let's peel back the packing paper to reveal the Nike Air Jordan 6 Retro Low PSG. And let's lift out the left shoe first and focus on it. So just going to close the box back down and setting that to the side, setting it on the left hand side of the tabletop as we focus in on the shoe. And let's do a 360 rotation so we have a full and clear look of the shoe in its light bone, iron grey, white, magma colourway. And now taking a closer in look at the details. So you can see the upper has the light bone and iron grey colourway. And giving you a much closer in look at the details. So very smooth leather upper overlay with the light bone there, which is a slightly pale greyish white, and then of course there is a very fine super short nap suede in grey or iron grey. So just giving you a look at the details right there and just rubbing my finger and brushing that suede panel right there for the toe area or toe box, and slowly moving towards the back or midfoot area. We can see the perforations continuing through from the front to the midfoot area of the shoe, and still with the iron grey underneath that light bone upper panel or layer. And we can see with the midsole pattern as well, with the white specks on grey. And we can see the translucent outsole with the Nike Air capsule right there, or Air unit window. And taking a look at the back part or heel of the shoe, we can see of course the plastic heel tab, as well as some text and embroidery patch details on the heel. And right there just giving you an overall look at the details of this Nike Air Jordan 6 Retro Low Cross PSG or Paris Saint-Germain. And of course taking a look at the inner side details of the shoe. And its overall textures and colours. So giving you once again an overall look further out. And now let's take a look from the tip or toe or front of the shoe and slowly moving towards the back. So just trying to achieve focus on the front there, and as we move slowly towards the back of the shoe. And of course taking a look at the details with that orange embroidered Jumpman or Air Jordan logo right there on that satin grey textile or fabric. And of course there is the lace toggle or lace lock. So giving you a look at the details right there, and let's flip that lace to the other side so you have a clearer look at the details right there. And of course on the tongue, there is the Air Jordan branding, and the tongue has a soft plastic feel to it. And of course let's pop out the paper stuffing that's in the shoe so we have a clearer look around the inside and ankle and heel collar details of the shoe. So just squeezing on the very fine, feels like micro suede, but perhaps more polyester than anything else with the lining, but nonetheless just squeezing on the bolstering or padding. So very nicely padded with a light to medium level of padding, but however much thicker around the heel. And of course taking a look at the inside detail, so let's see if I can release that toggle a bit more so we can see around the details of the tongue right there, and of course further inside the shoe. So right there giving you a look at the inside details, of course the materials label and other details. So let's release it even further, and right there giving you a look as best I can at the details on the inside of this shoe. So of course very obvious magma or bright orange insole or sock liner with the Air Jordan or Jumpman logo right there. So to give you some idea of that tongue as well, so you can see on the back it is lined, but on the front that soft plastic or perhaps rubber finish on the outer panel. So just giving you a look once again, the overall details of the shoe. Now let's take a look at the sole or bottom of the shoe. So just taking some close-up looks. So with the sole we can see the dimples right throughout, the length of the sole, and of course a very striking Magma Air Jordan logo in the midfoot area. And towards the back once again we see the dimple traction pattern for the sole, and with the heel just very grippy and textured rubber right there. So we can see the overall details with the translucent parts with the opaque dark grey sole of the shoe. And of course we can see the flex screws as well, just to give you a look at the channels right there. and the finer details of the sole. And of course, just going to drag my finger along the various parts of the sole. And tapping my finger also on the various parts of the sole. And also you can see the leveling of the various parts of the sole where it's not completely flat. The translucent parts appear to be raised further up from the midfoot area. Okay, and now let's do a flexibility bend and twist test with my hands to give you some idea of the flexibility, firmness or stiffness of the shoe. And now I'm just going to puff the shoe back in shape. And let's just tighten that lace lock or toggle just to neaten things up a little bit. Okay, and just setting the right shoe down, and let's bring the left, setting the left shoe down and bring the right shoe out from the box. So here we have the right shoe of the Nike Air Jordan 6 Retro Low PSG. Let's do a 360 rotation with it. So once again you have that full look at the shoe, and of course taking a look at its details up close, so giving you a look at its design. Of course the Nike Air unit with that window right there, and once again the back of the shoe. With what appears to be some coordinates, can't quite tell, looking through the little LCD of my camcorder. Right there, giving you a look at the close-up details on the inner side of the right side of the shoe. And of course up close as well, and we see that Jordan branding with that embroidered orange Jumpman and the lace toggle or lace lock in the matching light bone color with the iron grey logo. And of course we see the Nike Air Jordan branding on the tongue. And let's pop out the paper stuffing and take a look inside of the shoe. So once again, lining as well as the sock liner or insole, and the overall details as best we can. And of course the heel tab as well, just giving you a look. Up close at the heel tab. And now giving you a further up look. And now let's take, and actually before that, let's take a look at the sole as well, which we almost missed. So once again, the familiar details which we saw on the left side of this pair. And now let's take a look at the pair together side by side. And from the front to the back. Directly from the back. And of course, the soles or bottom of the shoes. So that's Nike Air Jordan 6 Retro Low PSG. Thanks for watching and happy scoring!